Most investors think the silver market is controlled by price charts, news headlines, and trading sentiment. But there's a deeper layer few people ever study, the layer where logistics, currency strategy, and physical supply routes quietly rewrite the rules of price discovery. Because right now, silver isn't just moving as a commodity, it's moving as infrastructure, bargaining power, and industrial leverage. For decades, the West treated silver as a tradable asset, something you speculate on, hedge with, or price using futures contracts. But in the East, silver is increasingly treated as strategic throughput, a resource that secures manufacturing capacity, battery output, solar production, and export dominance. When an asset becomes infrastructure, its value no longer lives in the chart. It lives in who controls the flow and who depends on it. That's where the real transformation starts. The modern financial system separates silver into two worlds. One world is paper exposure, futures, options, and leveraged products that allow traders to feel like they own silver without ever touching it. The other world is physical flow, refineries, freight routes, industrial buyers, fabrication plants. And the imbalance is growing. Paper markets can adjust instantly, physical networks cannot. When industrial offtake rises faster than logistics can adapt, price becomes a lagging signal, not a leading one. And traders who rely only on charts miss what capital allocators can see months ahead. Over the past year, new routing agreements have begun redirecting physical silver along emerging trade corridors across Asia and Eurasia. Not speculative capital, industrial supply. Every ton that bypasses old bottlenecks strengthens a system where silver is no longer priced by speculative appetite, but by manufacturing necessity. That creates something extremely rare in markets, a commodity whose financial volatility can rise, while its strategic importance becomes more stable and more valuable over time. Investors who only react to price movements see noise. Operators who understand supply chains see positioning. Here's the mindset shift Tier 1 investors are making. They're no longer asking, will the price spike next month? They're asking, which economies will depend on this material 5 years from now? And who is locking in supply before demand compounds? That's the psychology difference between traders and capital allocators. Traders chase opportunity, capital builds advantage. And when a resource transitions from tradable asset to strategic leverage, wealth doesn't flow to the loudest narrative. It flows to the side that understands the long arc of utility. The story of silver today is not just about market direction. It's about who thinks in quarters and who thinks in decades. Short-term volatility creates noise. Structural realignment creates winners. If you study logistics, manufacturing, and capital behavior, you stop reacting to price and start understanding power. If you want deeper breakdowns like this, analysis built for disciplined thinkers, not headline reactors, subscribe to Economy Decode. Like the video if you value strategic finance insights, and tell me in the comments, do you see silver as a speculative trade or as a long-term strategic asset in a shifting global system? Your perspective reveals your time horizon, and your time horizon shapes your outcomes.